Hey guys, what's up? Smiley Face Gaming here, and today I am back on Minecraft with Alex, and so he really likes Redstone, and so we decided we're gonna do our series where we show off our Redstone skills, and we kind of just challenge each other. It's not gonna be like anything serious, because obviously, you know, he's probably gonna beat me like every single time, because I don't know how to use command blocks at all. Like I know kind of how they work. I just don't know.
I built the house.
I don't know any command block tricks, and so yeah, I think today is definitely gonna be traps. So, do you have any ideas on what you're gonna do for your trap? I just want to see. Okay, so we are pretty close to bedrock here, so it's gonna be kind of hard to keep everything nice and concealed. But are you down with the topic of traps?
Sure, let's go.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, and we'll be back when our traps are ready.
2,000 years later.
Alright guys, we are back. Alex and I both had our opportunities to make our traps. I made 2 traps. Alex, how many did you make? Did you make 2 or 3?
I made 3.
Okay, well for my trap here, at least, we're gonna have to go in game mode 0. So at the front, you know, it says not a trap, just a sketchy tomb. You know, you have to, you know, let them think that it'll be fine. I got you. Okay, so Alex helped me out on this one. I knew the idea, I knew what I wanted to do. It's just there was a certain clock I didn't know how to do with this certain setup I have. So he just helped me with that clock and, you know, explained it. Now I know how to do it, which is kind of cool because, you know, doing these fun little things helps you learn. So you ready?
Yep.
So if you walk up to the thing, right, you know, everything's normal. If you were listening, you could have heard the piston, but, you know, say you weren't listening and you didn't hear it. At this point, it looks pretty normal, you know, like nothing crazy's happening. If we go in, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Skins.
Oh, if we go in, it's weird because both of us are on the pressure plates at the same time. But if we do it one at a time, if we go in at the same time, well, you can see how quickly we got sent down here.
The lava is kind of.
Oh yeah, the lava's got some issues, but if you survived and you were still like fighting arrows, you know, you got pretty big of an incentive to go down here.
Pretty much right here would be essentially a pitfall trap, but we wouldn't be able to do that because that would just lead into the void.
I'm just turning my clock off real quick.
Since it is super flat after all.
So yeah. So right here, this hole that was here-ish, it's right here. This would be you'd make this higher up and it'd be a regular Minecraft world. So you'd actually have this drop like I think it's 22 blocks for half a heart. If they don't have feather falling boots, so you basically drop them down and either kill them, at which point you'd have a hopper and a chest, so it would just automatically collect, or whatever you like. And so we're gonna go through at the end and show off all the redstone. That won't set it off. You can go over that. That'll be fine. I didn't fully reset it. We'll go over the redstone for everything at the end of the video. So for my next trap, if you'd like to come over here, this is one of my favorite traps. I use
You can go down there. Actually, no, I'll go down.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. So basically, this is the trap I use all the time on Minecraft, like factions and PvP servers and stuff like that, to get gear for free. A lot of servers have this sort of thing banned because it literally is just the most unfair thing you can ever have. So what you do is, I'm not 100% sure if it'll work. I think it'll work if you're on survival mode. I'm not sure. So basically, you come onto here and you say something like TPA for a raid, or you like fake being a friend with someone, which is really bad. You shouldn't do this. It ruins relationships. But say you really hated some guy. You can tell him to teleport to you because you have a raid or something, and this will kill him. So I'll try and do it. TP X Penguin, Smiley Casting. So if this works, okay, it doesn't work. But it would work on a regular server.
6.5 hours later.
And now teleport to me.
TP Smiley Castle.
There.
I'd get sent down here.
So if you quickly, you know, just a small version. I didn't realize that the trapdoor had been updated. And so you were up here, right? And he's down there now. So you come down the ladders, and now you're down here, and he can't hit you at all. Maybe if you like crouch right here.
You can,
but if you're standing here, you can see him easily. There's other things you can do where you put in pistons. I didn't do this because I would, you know, it's really obvious how you do it. You just get pistons to push in at his head level, so he wouldn't be able to jump and avoid your shots or whatever. So yeah, it's just a really basic trap, and I love doing it. I really glorified it and stuff. Usually it's not this pretty at all by any means, but it does work really well. And if you're just starting on a server, I definitely recommend doing it, unless if you like actually want people to like you.
By the way, this right here, this could be a lot simpler if we just made it a lot prettier than it needed to be.
Yeah, and bigger. It could be more compact, but I didn't really, didn't have that much time.
Mine, which are the explosive ones.
I know, I'll rip my
Most of my traps are explosive, so.
Okay, which one?
So this one right here, pretty much what happens is you're walking inside, a creeper spawns. Essentially it does, but apparently it spawned underground. There he is. And kaboom.
Right, would you like
Now, this right here,
Right.
since I had blocks around it, it didn't blow up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would have.
Yeah. So, in other words, if I went like this, game mode, this, hug me!
And then there's a secondary explosion, which works great. So you just had the redstone under the door leading to a dropper or a dispenser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would
Pretty
just
much.
dispense the creeper, which would blow everything up, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, what's next?
Okay, next is this. So, what would happen? I know this one would work. You open the door, walk inside, then you hear the TNT go off, and we're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this case, if you want to build it quickly, or I'll do it, I don't care. Just to raise you show.
Over here.
Just because yours are so.
3 hours later.
So he walks into the house, which will release the redstone power, pulling that up, activating the TNT after the delay, and then blowing it all up. Now, obviously, you could add more TNT, for greater better specs.
I didn't want to do that because the next trap that's right next to it.
Right. So, over this trap.
Now this one, I like a lot. So you could casually just be walking along. You could easily cover this up if you want to. So you could be casually walking along and then you find pressure pads. Now, if you're stupid, you'll walk on them, but if you're smart, you'll obviously break them. So let's just pretend that I'm jumping along, just having a good time, and I accidentally jump on one. I fall down, and then I have no chance to get back up, and I die.
Rip. So that one's actually really simple to set up.
All my traps are really simple, but very deadly.
I have everything. I'll show it the blasting thing. So basically, you have your things with TNT, and you have this. And I know personally, when I'm running through a desert, I'm not really paying that much attention. They're really flat and really easy to like jump through, and it doesn't require a lot of attention. So basically, because sand has gravity, if you're here, right, and you're walking along, and then you fall. So obviously, if the drop was bigger, you'd fall down a little bit more severely. But since it's not that bad.
So, like.
So yeah, if you're just running along the desert, like listening to music or whatever you're doing, like exploring, not looking at your screen, not paying attention, you could totally fall on one of those.
And a little bit more of a complex explanation. What would be happening is you'd be running along, and then since it'd be a hole, you'd get stuck and have no way out, and then you'd die from TNT.
And then another use in my from what I've seen is say you had a doorway, right? You walk into the house, and then there's pressure plates on the other side of the door, so you're already committed to going inside of the house, at which point that's where the sand is and the TNT. So you walk into this house and then you drop down, and it doesn't even have to blow up your house. Like you could totally have like a secret entrance around the back, right? And you just never use your front door. As soon as they go through your front door, they just drop down and die, basically. It's effectively what it is.
Also, I'm just gonna show the creeper one real quick.
This one right here, okay.
It's pretty much the same thing, except this, the TNT, is instead of TNT, it's that, and then you can put like TNT around it if you want, like that, and then put a creeper inside.
I wouldn't make that of obsidian, but
Anyway, He's supposed to be a bit lower. Anyway. So
He
that
walks-
happens.
Yeah, walks in the house, sets off the
Creeper
charge.
spawns up here if it can.
Boom. It worked. Whatever.
That one is probably not the best solution though.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, every redstone thing, there's better solutions. So I'll start off with this one, which is just extremely simple. Obviously, you just kind of swim. You want to get your head in the water, and so they'll teleport in, and then there's just a really simple piston. This is what I use for my Enderman grinders, is you just have your pressure plates, the, I forget what they're called, Redstone repeaters, and then just a block with the pistons on top, so it's super simple, and I got pushed every time. This one's a little bit crazy. So there's a few things. If I could dig myself in. So when, oh, well, let me reset the trap here really quick. When you walk in, there's a few things that happen. So you walk in.
Here, you want me to walk in while you watch the redstone?
No, I'm gonna do it this way. So you walk in. Here, can you come stand on these? So it's the same sort of thing as his traps, where the piston reaches out and grabs the redstone block, and then if he steps off it, obviously it's gonna pull back like that, and then at that point a couple things happen. So you'll be in the house by then. You'll be in the house, and so you notice a few things. Obviously the dispensers start clicking obnoxiously loud. The sand falls down, allowing this lava to be exposed, and also this place opens up. So
the arrows essentially just keep on knocking you back into the pitfall trap.
Right. So even if
And if you don't get knocked back into the pitfall trap, then you pretty much die from the arrows.
Right. The only downside to this sort of thing is every time it happens, you have to come back down and break this block of redstone, put it back. It doesn't automatically like reset.
Hey, at least that one doesn't blow up a wall.
Right. So the redstone for the most part is pretty simple. So here you can see the redstone block. When they are inside the house, this redstone block will be in this position, turning on this redstone. This is just a redstone inverter leading up to the pistons that pull the floor where you fall down away. So Alex, if you'd, oh, I need to put a block here. So they walk in and then they walk off, at which point it inverts the redstone, causing the pistons to pull back. If you, okay. The next thing, what's the other thing you notice right away? You see that this sand falls down, which is also extremely simple. It's just an extension of the earlier one where I just, completely just extended it, and it's practically the exact same thing as this one over here, but just over there. And then the final thing is the dispensers, which actually this is the thing Alex taught me today. So the redstone block would get pulled back, right? Lighting this up, inverting this torch so that this torch was off. So in the hoppers here, we have a block of bedrock, and the hoppers are pointing towards each other. And so the reason that the hoppers aren't throwing the bedrock back and forth right now are because of this redstone being on. And so when we invert it and the redstone goes off, the hoppers start tossing it back and forth. The comparator, that's what it's called, right? Comparator, picks up the signal and allows it to turn into a clock. So if we move the redstone block over here, this goes inverted and it turns into a clock as the bedrock gets passed back and forth. Every time it gets passed back and forth, it's another bullet coming in from the dispensers. And so yeah, I think what we're gonna do for the most part is we're just gonna kind of like leave the things alone. Weather clear. I think we're just gonna leave this alone, and then next episode we'll just like come over here and just we'll go through. So I think what we'll do is we'll get a sign and we'll say, we'll come over here and we'll say traps 1116, and we'll set the dates. Yeah.
And then we'll do this. Oh. What? I am a magician.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing that. That's where I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this whole little series thing and want to see more, definitely leave suggestions on what you should want to see us do next. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ayo, drop that shit.